Hi people, hope you're well and welcome to training day. And today's training day is all about springs, the chest expander type, and the wall exerciser type, Right, I'll introduce you to my kit because I've never really spoke about it before. The first piece of kit that I bought was this Spenby, So Spenby, what a really decent make, The only thing I've got against Spenby is these hooks here. You press them in to clip them on, and sometimes if this gets into there it can release itself, and it once happened on one of my videos. So before every pull on these you to check those to make sure you're safe to pull. Now the pull on these springs is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, and you can't go overboard with them because inside there's a rope. Just get close, see that rope? That rope snapped on that one actually, but the rope doesn't allow these to overstretch. I'll have to retie that on there. I didn't notice that before. So then we move on to terries. In my opinion, the terries are the phenomenal chest expanders. They're the best chest expanders ever made. But that's only my opinion. If you look at their hooks, they've got like a double hook, so that can't slip out of there at all ever. So these are ultra safe, and springs are phenomenal. They're massive. Now on this one, I'll just get my glasses. Terries have different springs in different chest expanders. This, for example, these are £50 springs, both £25 each. So there's a £50 pull on this, and you can pull it. Just make sure it's all there. Pull. That's a £50 pull, £25 springs each. And what I found with this compared to the Spenby, even though I love the Spenby, is the pull back on this is unbelievable, but also it's very comfortable, and it feels like whoever made these springs really know what they were doing. So then I've got this other one here, this one. These springs are, well, it don't tell me. Let's have a look. Do you know what? I don't know what these springs are. Let's compare them to these here. They look thinner, so I would say these are £25 springs, these are £20 springs, so 24, there's £60 there of pressure. £60, let's have a look what that feels like. £60 of pressure. So then come down here. I bought these in the boxes, and these are my absolute pride and joy. You've got that one and that one, still in box. Absolute pride and joy, these. So pull this one out first. Look at that beast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it looks like a beast, I know, but these are only £15 springs, so that's 30, 60, £75. So this has got a £75 pull on it, Can he pull it? Let's have a go. Pull it from here. And he can. £75 pull. Now, that, because there's 5 springs, feels more difficult than if it were 3 springs. And it's just because you've got different things. It's like fighting 5 blokes in it as opposed to 3 blokes. 5 blokes all at equal strength is a lot harder than 3 blokes of an equal strength. We get to this mama. This is an absolute beast. I've got 1, 2, I'll show you. I've got 5 springs on this beast, Look at handle on that. Now each of the springs is £30. So 30, 60, 70, 90. So this, if I could load this up, could be an £150 pull, So an £150 draw weight on this is £60 in here, Pull that. What a pull that is, So that's my kit, people, That's my kit, right? But my favourite is, it has got to be this with £30. Now listen, you can get £50 springs on these. You can get what they call a terries competition chest expander, and I'm after it. I've been after it for a while. It's got so many £50 springs, so many 15, so many 20s. and it's called the competition spring, and that's the one I want, yeah. And I will get it one day because I keep looking. But look at this, people, yeah. If you do want to go out and buy an old-fashioned Terry's chest expander, go on eBay. Don't buy the first one that you look at, right? Zoom in on the pictures, look at the quality. This one here in particular, yeah. This one there, so clean, it's unbelievable. It's never been out of box, it's never ever been used. It's been stored in a beautifully dry, well ventilated place from a smoke-free home, yeah. That is like the day it came off the production table, yeah. This is what you need to look out for when you're buying on eBay. Look at the pictures carefully, yeah, and you'll get something like that. Right, I've waffled enough about my chest expanders and my springs, but I do get excited about them. I'm going to start training. Right, so the workout begins. I'm chalked up, I've got my compression band on, and I've got a recent purchase, the Reg Parks training guide, yeah. So this one's Reg Parks system of cable training, then I've got the Reg Parks foot stirrup training, and then I've got Reg Parks wall and hook training, yeah. I'm going to do these two today, yeah. The cable one and the wall and hook, but I'm going to use my Terry's wall exerciser for it, yeah. So the first exercise in the Reg Cable system of cable training is, I think I said that wrong, didn't I? But it is this. So it's to pull forwards. Make sure these are right, as always, because it once did pop on me, which it is right, yeah. And let's go for a good set of 10. Nice form. Now, I'm going to adopt the Eugene Sandow, yeah, which is basically feet out, yep, tense the quads, tense the glutes, yep, and then come down in a little bended position, yeah, which tenses the rears, yeah, the hamstrings. So once you've got all that tense and the abs engaged, tuck the chin in, off we go. Keep the tension on the cable, don't let it go all together, yeah, keep that tension there, and it really does keep your muscles time under tension. Ten of them, yeah. Another thing as well that's important is wrist position. Yeah, you don't want a limp wrist. So when you pull it out, your wrists have got to be strong, in a strong position facing outwards. You can't be letting the chest expander pull them, or you lose all your strength. So they've got to be rigid and taut. So now we're going on to two spring Terry's, which is a lot more powerful than the two spring Spenby. The Spenby springs, I believe, are £5 resistance. These are either 20 or, these are 20 I think, on this one. I've got to be careful with this one because it like is a little bit old. But off we go, set of 10. Make sure everything's right, no one's going to snap. Assume the Sandow position, tuck the chin in. Keep that tension. 6. 7. Oof. Just starting to cheat a little bit, so I'm going to have a little breather. Do 3 more, yeah. What really kills you on these is keeping that tension on, not ever letting it slacken off. And it kind of just eats your muscles up. It's good. Now, what people don't tell you with cable training, you don't need that much weight when you're cable training, yeah? The big cables are for the competition guys, yeah? There's competitions out there in this world, strand pulling competitions, yeah? These kind of feats are for 1 rep maxes and stuff like that. When you're training with cables, it wants to be a comfortable weight because it does soon get very uncomfortable quick, yeah? So leave your ego outside when you're doing cable training and start with the lightest weights you possibly can, because it's not like weight training. The constant pressure on your muscles, yeah, fatigues them really quickly, so you don't need a lot of weight. So we've got to 7, assume the correct stance is chin in. Don't let that slack off. 10. That's a beautiful feeling, right across your shoulders, right at the back, yeah. And it gets a little bit of trap. It brings a lot of forearms into play, yeah. And a bit of chest on way back in, especially if you keep that tension on. Good exercise. So this next exercise is a pull down behind the neck. Yep. Make sure these are all correctly aligned. Can't stress that enough if you've got tennis, because it will slip off. Assume the stand out position overhead, pull down behind the head. Eight, 9, 10. Now, if you notice, I did that with palms up. You can also do it with palms down, that way, yeah. But the only reason I did it the other way is because it's on Reg Parks' sheet. But also, when you have your palms facing inwards, your shoulder sockets stay open. When you face them outwards, it closes your shoulder sockets. So if you've got injuries like me, the latter exercise hurts. So it's better palms facing each other for open shoulders. So now I'll do the same exercise with the 40 pounds tennis. Let's have a look, see if I'm right. Can't see without my glasses. Yeah, they're 20s, 40 pound. So behind head. This brings traps into it as well. I just felt my traps then. Six. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a brilliant exercise, that. It brings your shoulder sockets right back, and it kind of places your ball and socket joint where it should go, because it's pulling you back all the time. So it makes sure that your scapula runs flat down your back, doesn't allow any winging because the springs are holding in place. So eventually, exercise like that will strengthen injured shoulders. Right, so for next set, I'm going to do it with 3 tennis springs. So that's 24, that's 60 pound of pressure. Yeah, and it really is hard, especially with this weakness here. So there won't be many, but it's just to get body used to doing a little bit more. So assume the stand out position. Tends to glutes and quads, yeah, glutes, quads. Squeeze, really squeeze. Then engage the abs and tuck the chin in. Once you set all these systems in motion in body, your body becomes one unit, really rigid. Try this when you're not really standing anywhere, you're not getting any strength on floor. It's a different animal, yeah. So the stance, the correct position, the tensing, the abs setting, the chin tucked in, yeah, it creates all your strength from floor. You get all your force from floor. So that's why you can do it. It's a different animal. What's the difference? Six. I've just realised I made a mistake. I went straight into exercise 3 then. I was going to the front instead of back. Not to worry though, because that is the next on the sheet. Exercise 3, so it's not that bad, yeah. I'll have a rest. I've had a rest. I'm going to try that as I should have done it behind the neck, yeah, with 60 pounds. So let's have a look. See if I can do it. One. Oh, one more. 5. Whoa! That felt like 20, yeah. Now that is a beast when it's behind you, because all the weaknesses come into play in your shoulders. They're flapping about like I don't know what, yeah, and they have to stabilise themselves. This is why this kit, yeah, it's important. Listen, if you're a bodybuilder and you train in gym, you have to incorporate this training. For the reason being, I've done it myself. Weight training is static, A to B, yeah. You generate all your strength from your feet, but for no sense of purposes when you're training chest on your bench. That's pretty much all you're training, apart from some triceps and shoulders depending on your angles, yeah. But the thing is, it's static and it's A to B. Now another thing about weight training, there's no movement. So the natural way I would go, if my hands are in front of me, to come down to my chest is allow my arms to come out like a seesaw, yeah. Doesn't happen when you're on a bench, it's flat. And it goes into the most unnatural position you've ever seen, under load, right? Now, training with these pieces of kit, yeah. If I'd have trained with these pieces of kit in my 20s and 30s, when I trained with weights, I'd have never have got injured. And that is a fact, because I'd have trained all the little muscles, all the tendons, and I'd have strengthened what I call all the inners, yeah. So, it's an important toolkit. Should never be forgotten, and should be got back out of those lofts, people. So next exercise, I jumped on it too early, didn't I? It's pulling down in front of the chest, not behind. So off we go. Tense the glutes, abs, quads, calves. Bend down so you get the rears, hamstrings, and off we go. To the front. 'When you're doing chest expander, people, yeah, deep breathing is essential. Yeah, really fill the lungs. Right, it's not called a chest expander for now, yeah. What these do, machines as well, they don't develop the chest in a way that they develop the muscles. They develop the chest as in the rib cage, yeah. So you get a bigger rib cage, you look bigger in clothes, yeah. And that's where the name chest expander came from, yeah. And people, you know, who were born in my time think, well, it doesn't train chest. But it does, it's a chest expander, it's a rib cage expander. Right, I like that one, so I'm going to go with 2 springs now, yeah, 40 pounds. Off we go. Five. If you're wondering why you took your head in, people, you remember I'm on 5. It's so that it protects your face and protects your nose and things like that, yeah. If this were to snap and your chin were out here, it would whack your chin, nose, eye, yeah. But if it's to snap when your chin's tucked back, there's less of a chance that it'll smack you in the chin. It'll just fly in front of your face. So that's an important tip, to always keep your chin tucked in. It's like boxing, yeah. Don't stick your chin out, it'll get whacked. Right. So I got to 5, yeah. 4. I'll do a couple more, I'll turn around and see what it looks like from the back. Probably no different now in my back. Right, so this is a shoulder exercise. So we're going to start with cherries. Make sure that these springs are unclipped in any way. Check the tension so that doesn't happen, and we twist that round above head, pull out that way so your shoulders are level out, and then assume all positions, pull the shoulders in, rounds in, just to over shoulder width apart. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just hold on a second. One of these little spring things is digging in my hand, really putting me off. It's doing it again. Right, I need to take them off. Off we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, so now I'm going to try that same exercise with the cherry springs, yeah? These are smaller than, sorry, not cherries, yeah, cherries. These are smaller than spenbis. And the pull's better. I find the pull's better for my shoulder. It's just more comfortable. The damaged shoulder don't hurt as much on these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Right, this next exercise, this hand needs to go there, like that, this hand needs to go like that, yeah. Put it there, hold the other side of your leg, and off we go. Pull up, and down. Seven. For me, that closes my shoulder joint here too much. I can feel it and I don't like it, it joins it, but just for sake of video, we'll finish off. 8, 9, 10. But it does put a lot of pressure on your tricep as well. But I just don't like how he's got it here. It's not how I would normally hold it. And let's see what the damaged shoulder can do. 5. You can see difference with that damaged shoulder, can't you? It really doesn't want to work, yeah. That's the beauty of springs. It's a safe way to train them because you can either do it or you can't. There's no in between with springs. Seven. That's the limit on that shoulder, I'm afraid. I'm not pushing any further, yeah. It's an hard exercise for an old damaged body, is that. There's another way I like to do that, and it's from the back, and it's a lot easier. But got no drawing unless it's wrong. It's to the side, which I find strange. So hold it like that, push it over, take it out, and one arm down. Yep, and then in line with the shoulders, keep the left arm really braced, assume the position, and press. Have you noticed I don't press up to there? That's because it closes the shoulder joint. If you've ever been injured, you'll know I press there. It's just a lot freer of a movement. 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we pull out of it and swap arms. This is the damaged arm that's coming up now. Flick over, pull, arm down, off we go. Pull out of it. Right, so I'm going to try that weight. Terry's now, 50 pounds. Flip it over. This arm down. This arm stretched. Off we go. Next arm, yeah. Pull out, down with the right arm to the back, then the left arm. What I didn't mention before is when you hold this arm straight, it trains the tricep, so the tricep's getting burnt throughout the movement. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see if I can pull out of that. It's very difficult when it's been in that position and it's tired. So you've got to be really, really careful how you get out of that exercise. Now I've done this exercise many, many times, but the way I read it on there, it's open to interpretation. Now you can either think that he's saying hold this there and push that there, but I read it that he's saying do it at the same time. That's how I read it, yeah. Now I used to do these like this and just hold that arm there, but as I've read this one, you do move both arms. So this is the way I say it's done on the sheet, but it's only down to interpretation. I don't know if I'm doing it right, so it's an archer, yeah? So you need a short one for this. Push out and pull out 1. Now, if that is correct what I've done, that's the best way I've ever done that exercise. It brings your lats into it on this side, it brings your shoulders into it on this side, and your brachiates, whatever they call it, and it also brings your triceps in on that side when you push out, and also shoulders. So doing it that way as opposed to the way I used to do it, this way, yeah, this just only trains one arm, whereas this trains two. So even if I've misinterpreted the way it's wrote in the book, that's a good way to do it, yeah. So swap arms, off we go. 10. Oh, that's a brilliant exercise. Absolutely on point, that. Brilliant. So this next exercise is a lateral raise basically. Get it down here. So the hand grip is knuckles out, palms in, behind you. Press this against your buttocks, don't let it move, and then pull this up. So get the strongest position we can, stand down. Yep. Assume everything and then you'll be stronger. That's like no other lat raise that you've ever done in gym on a dumbbell, yeah? It just constantly pulls that shoulder back down, so you've got to use your muscles all the way through that exercise. Right, next arm. So this arm firmly against your buttocks. Stand up position, tuck the chin in, squeeze the buttocks, get a good grounding from there and from your feet, and off we go. Just shuffle over here. Nine, one more. 10. Nice little exercise that, especially after all them that we've just gone through as well. Everything's kind of a bit tired now, so you don't need many of them. Right, so exercise 9 on the sheet, everybody's favourite, yeah? So, we're standing on the one handle of the chest expander. Make sure when you stand on that, you've got a good grip of it, yeah? Don't let it roll out from under your foot, because it will hurt, yep. So off we go, curl to the shoulder or the chin and down. Now, you don't want to lose the tension on the spring, so when you're down there you'll lose a bit of tension. You can either go from there, yeah, or you can put your arm out to keep that tension on, especially down there. I like to keep the arm out, keep all the tension on the lower bicep. Two more. 10. Swap arms. Get a really good position on that rolling handle. Don't let it roll out. Yeah, this is going to be difficult for this arm because it's injured in so many ways you won't believe. Arm out. 7, 3 more, 8, 9, 10. Very good exercise that, especially when you hold your arm out to get all the tension right on the bottom of that bicep, yeah. But it's up to you. This is a new exercise on me that I've never done before. So basically, hold the chest expander like that. So with the palm facing up on there and the palm facing down on the top. Yeah, keep your body really rigid. Don't move it. Keep this arm there. And then what we do is extend this arm upwards. The right arm, this one. That's a brilliant exercise. I've never done it before like that. Absolutely fantastic, yeah. It does your triceps, it does your rear delts, does your triceps on this side, it does loads of internal stuff on this side, the one that's gripping. Yeah, it does your obliques because you're twisted into it. Try to hold your form, also does your forearms. Very good exercise. That's for this side now. So, there. Extend it. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's an amazing exercise. That'll really train all your rear delts. Yeah, it really gets to grips with all your rear delts. It's unbelievable. Right, I'm only going to do a few of these because I'm really tired now, but I'm just going to show you it anyway, yeah. So basically, this arm out that way, and this arm there. And basically you pull this arm back, and then back to there, yeah. Five of them, and that does your tricep, yeah, but what it does get is the really small part of your tricep. It's a good exercise. So let's try it with this arm. Off we go. Three, 4, 5. Now, closest exercise that I can compare that to is the tricep kickback, but on steroids, yeah. The springs really make that exercise very difficult, yeah. And it trains both triceps, the tricep that's holding the thing up and the tricep that's pulling the thing back, as well as it trains all this side of your body as well. Right, just before I go on to the wall exercise, I just want to talk about this and where I got it from, yeah. I think it's important. There's a couple of exercises I didn't do, just for time. So there's some more exercises on the chest expander one, but I want to get some wall exercises in today as well, so I just dropped a couple of exercises. But if you want to buy this, yeah, go on to goldenearbookworm.com, yeah, and you can buy it as an ebook on his website, and you can then print it off yourself. Whenever I need anything that I've seen anywhere, I always go to Golden Era Bookworm and pray that he's got it, and 9 times out of 10 he has. I got the old Way to Super Strength Builder workout from his site as well, so it's really good. So if you want that and you want to do these workouts, yeah, go there. I think it's 20 quid. You get the pulley exercise, you get the chest expander exercise routine, and you get the foot stirrup exercise. I've not got a foot stirrup, so I can't do them, but I'm going to delve into that. I might do a train like a legend just with that, yeah, because I like Veg Park. Right, on with the workout. So the first exercise in the wall and hook cable routine is the bench press, and I'll show you a picture. He obviously has hooks on floor in gym and stuff, and he's set it up to a bench, so he's called it a bench press. Can you see that? I haven't got a bench, so I've got to do it against the door, yeah, which is difficult. Now these springs are £20, so there's £40 on there. I have got heavier springs, but just for the sake of video, I'm not that bothered. I'm going to keep on to £40 because I'm only showing you. Right, so the bench press, you can take it from there. Or, I prefer, I don't kneel on my knees, I kneel on my shins, yeah, and you can take it to there. I prefer that, because it is more chest. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. One thing I do notice about using cables when you do that, it puts a lot of emphasis on the little part of your tricep, the small head of your tricep, puts a lot of emphasis on that. Yeah, where you don't notice as much when you're bench pressing. It's the angle. You know, you're really pushing that tricep out, so you're getting a good chest and tricep workout. Right, so this next exercise, arms out. Yep, I'm to the side of the video, I'm sorry, there's a wall there, right there. So I'll have to step to the side, arms out, bring it to the front of the chest. 10. Now, anybody would be thinking that that's a chest exercise. I found it was, but I found it were mainly a rear delts and upper lat exercise. It brought them into play on the way back, yeah, and the start of the movement as well. So it's not a chest exercise in my opinion. It's both. It's rear delts, upper lats, and a little bit of chest. Right, I'm hoping you can see this one from there because it's difficult to film because of situation and room. But this exercise goes like this. You start at wrist height, and then you pull your arms upwards, round and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa. I will say one thing about this cable training, yeah. If you want a nice workout that's just not too hard on the joints, but really gets you breathing and gets the muscles working in a nice way, especially when you're older, this is the way to go. You don't need much weight. You can stay pretty fit on these things, yeah. Right, this next exercise, listen, you've got to get a string vest for it, yeah. and it's iconic. So we step forward and punch out. When you punch out like this, right, we're not just stopping there, we're extending the shoulder sockets. Yeah, see the difference? So don't stop there, extend the shoulder out. And what it does, it opens the shoulder under tension and it strengthens your joints. So if you can imagine, you can hold that spring, push that shoulder out. What it does, your shoulder capsules that have weakened and they're not holding your shoulder in the right position anymore, it strengthens those under load, yeah. That's why you do that. You put a twist into it, yep, and it trains your abs. There's a lot of variations to this. Twisting's better because it trains that as well, trains your obliques. There's a lot you can do. Tense your abs as you twist and breathe. Then the more you push your shoulders out, the more your lats come out. I'm getting carried away with that one. I really like that one. It's a genius of an exercise. Right, this next exercise is interesting. I think it's hamstrings, yeah. So you keep your feet together, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads, start from this position and bend down and touch your toes, yeah. Nice and straight. Keep your legs straight, your back straight, touch your toes and back. Now if you do that exercise properly, you get a stretch all the way down back of your leg, all the way down your calves. You even get a pull in front, yeah, you get a nice bit of ab engagement as well. And it just is an overall nice exercise. And one thing it does teach you, us over 50s, yeah, we should still be able to touch our toes at our age. There's several movements we should still be able to do at our age, yeah. Even a standard bloke should be able to, and if you can't, you need to do something about it. And one of them is touching your toes. Yeah, with the legs straight, no knee bend, yeah. And you should even be able to go one further and touch floor, knuckles on floor, yeah. These are all movements that you should be able to do when you're in your 50s. Try them. If you can't, you need to start training and getting fitter. Right, last exercise. Grab both handles, put your hand just on top of your head there, or just there. Hands on your hips. Your legs slightly narrower than shoulder width apart and bent at side. Ten. Then the other way. Yeah. And that, people, is a wrap. Yeah, that's the workout complete. There's a few more exercises on that chart. I missed them out just because it meant moving the springs, messing about a bit. And it's gone on long enough, to be honest with you. But I've got a nice workout out of that. A nice little pump. Yep, everything's pumped and trained. Nice. So who says you can't get muscles training with this sort of stuff? You see, you've got to live it to understand it. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine recently, and we were talking about myths that people believe just because it's been spoken in the past. And a lot of that goes on. And one of the myths about all these pieces of equipment, because it's been spoken in the past in bodybuilding magazines that were promoting bars and protein shakes and stuff like that, that all this equipment doesn't build muscle. I've heard so many people say that you can't build muscle on bull worker. I've heard so many people say, yeah, but you can't get your chest pumped on the chest expander. Well, you can, because I tried it. Yeah, look at that for a pump. If that's not a pump, I don't know what is. Yeah, and that's all on chest expander. Yeah. So, don't believe the myths and legends that people tell you what you can't do with certain pieces of kit. Buy them and try them, that's what I say, yeah. And the only way you'll find out if it's good or if it's bad is if you try it for yourself, yeah. And in the meantime, keep training.